Get ready to learn about the diverse parts of Korea. It's time to bring the world to Korea and Korea to the world. Different POVs of the guests and our listeners are to learn Korea. And we've got this week, 예찬 성모 in the studio. What's up?
What is up?
자, 둘,
Hello.
셋.
네, 둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 82 Major입니다.
요, 자, 한 분씩.
안녕하세요. 에리트 메이저의 성모입니다. 반갑습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 82 Major 윤예찬입니다. 반갑습니다.
성모 씨,
네,
잘
네.
지냈어요?
네네, 잘 지냈습니다. 왜?
되게 오랜만에 보는 것 같지, 왜?
Wait, it hasn't even been a month.
Oh, it has it.
Yeah.
When we saw him at the concert, too.
Oh, that
yeah.
is true.
Yeah, so.
콘서트 어떠셨나요?
재밌었어요.
아, 감사합니다.
재밌었어요.
매번 말하는 것 같은데.
아, 네. 아, 멤버들 올 때마다 말해줘야죠.
Yeah, that is true.
야, 예찬 씨는 듣지 말아봐요. 진짜 재밌게 봤어요.
아, 그래요?
근데 나 성모 씨한테 꼭 물어보고 싶은 거 있어요.
네.
왜
네.
콘서트에서는 말을 그렇게 잘하고 왜 여기서는 왜 이렇게 쑥스러워요? 아니, 나 알고 싶어서 그래. 나 때문이에요?
아니야,
나 때문에 쑥스러운 거예요?
This is his Jin personality, 여러분.
Because I was so shocked at how much he talked during the concert.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you only see him here, he is such a chatterbox during the concert. I was just like, excuse me, who is that? That is not the Sungmo that comes to the studio every other week.
But it is really comfortable talking to our fans.
Oh, yeah, I get
we
that.
I
I get that. So I was teasing him. I was like, is it me? Am I making you nervous?
에티디 다 눈앞에 있으니까
어.
계속 말을 걸고 싶더라고요.
Oh, look at him flirting again.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Stop flirting.
Yeah.
Protein.
All right. But yeah, so since the concert and every time we have a new member in the studio that I haven't seen since the concert, I am going to say that I really enjoyed the concert because I haven't gotten a chance to see them since. I've only got a chance to see it since. So we are going to mention it. And I do have to, and I'm going to say this in pretty much every time we can. If you guys can get tickets to go to a 82 Major concert next time, please go because it's worth it.
Yeah.
진짜 기회
Please come.
되신다면 무조건 가셔야 돼요. 진짜. Because they only do songs sometimes that are just for there. So like you have to go each time because you're going to get new songs
Yeah.
to listen to. So yeah.
And some of those songs don't even get uploaded.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gone now.
Bye-bye. Man, should have recorded them. Because there's a lot of good songs that I liked.
We do have them recorded, just not uploaded.
Okay, well,
So.
let's work on something like
let's
that.
work on
Yeah, let's work on it.
Yeah.
Let's work on it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something that already our listeners are dropping by and telling us that we're going to be reading for today. So we're going to be talking about 20 and 30-something-year-olds and how they are purchasing houses and how they want to live. 자, 한국의 MZ세대의 주거 문화를 오늘 볼 건데요. 자, 두 분은
네.
일단은 지금 숙소 생활도 하고 이제 뭐 집에서 왔다 갔다 하고 하지만
Yep.
사실 친구들이 이제 슬슬 뭐 샤워 오스가 됐던 아니면 뭐 학교 기숙사가 됐던 아니면 뭐 이것저것 이제 좀 알아보거나 좀 하고 있을 테니까
네.
두 분은 만약에 가수를 안 하고 있고
네.
숙소 생활이 아닌 어디서 지내고 있을 것 같아요? 부모님이랑 같이 살고 있을 것 같아요? 아니면 대학을 다니면서 샤워하우스라든지 룸메이를 찾아서 좀 살고 있을 것 같아요? 기숙사 들어갔을 것 같아요? 좀 어때요?
전 부모님이랑 살고
Okay,
있을 것 같아요.
okay. Someone
Yeah.
feels that he's probably going to live with his mom.
I think it really depends. Because if I'm really going to school, and because certain schools need you to be around the campus, like near the campus,
Right.
And so I feel like I would probably be there
On campus?
Yeah. Or probably with my mom near campus. Or like with my sister, because my sister's still in Toronto, right? But besides that, I feel like I would be moved out.
Really?
Yeah.
So the reason why I ask is because being brought up in Western culture, even though I came to Korea way before 18, it's kind of unintentional peer pressure.
To move out?
To move out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in college and stuff like that. Your friends are going to colleges out of the state, out of the country sometimes. And so did you feel like you had that itch to want to kind of leave the nest once you got to a certain age? Or do you not mind living with your family?
I don't mind living with my mom, but especially when I was 18. I think I really wanted to move out, and I had
Really?
the chance too,
Oh.
because my mom, obviously she comes back and forth, and there was like this really long period, like maybe a year, where she just didn't come back to Korea, and I was living there by myself, and then during that year, I was just like, wow, living alone is really hard, because Korea. Like obviously you have to sort your trash. There's like certain days you can only throw out your trash, and it's same for everywhere. But like Canada, it's like twice a week sometimes, and then like it's just like so much work. And you have to have like this schedule like all lined up, and then sometimes if you miss it, like night party is like crazy, and then if like you have to stock up on your own food.
So like hashtag adulting was really hard.
Yeah, it was, especially at 18.
Okay.
But now I feel like I could.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. 성문 씨는 부모님이랑 사는 게 좀 선택일 것 같아요? 아니면 그러니까 살고 싶어서 살고 있었을 것 같아요? 아니면
네, 살고 싶어서일 것 같아요.
그래요?
네, 왜냐면 숙소 생활을 하다 보니까.
그죠. 지금
너무 그리울
예태 씨랑
때가
같은 얘기구나.
네.
이제 살아보니까
네.
이 어른의 것들이 좀 부담스럽죠?
네.
쓰레기 분리수거부터
네.
시작해서 뭐
네,
우편물, 밥 뭐.
Yeah, 근데 숙소는 is just very hard. Like if you're like not like I don't know. If you guys don't have like base rules set up, it gets hard because like it like just becomes a mess. You know, everybody like living styles are different. That's why.
Right. Okay. Very interesting. All right. So I did ask our listeners to send in some of their stories for today. So I do want to read a few of them. Aaron is saying that I currently live in a top-down duplex with my wife.
Oh.
And we hope to buy a house of our own someday. So looking to try to get some of that. We have... Retzel is saying that I live with my parents because in Arab culture, you basically don't live by yourself unless you are going to get married. Oh, so it's kind of like Korea.
Kind of like her.
Korea, most of the time, it's not like, it's not unacceptable to live with your parents until you get married or even afterwards. Yeah. So, and just with the living situations in general, you don't really move out until you do get married too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times are changing though.
Right. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Adrian says, I'm still living with my parents, me and my mom together with my two other younger siblings. We had to rent one as the travel time for home and work takes more than 2 hours. Okay. So some people are still living with their family.
That's nice.
I currently live with my aunt and uncle since my living situation is a little complicated. But yes, it's common for people to live with their parents in Vietnamese culture. So yeah, I feel that in a lot of Asian cultures, living with your parents is not
Weird. Yeah.
But in Western culture, I feel that it is very highlighted or encouraged to move out at 18.
Yeah. Because it's also, it goes back to cultural things. Like Korea is more like, 우리 다 같이.
친구.
Well, like Western culture is more like independence.
Right, you and me.
Yeah.
And
But if I have a tip, and if you're an adult working, save your money, live with your parents until you can actually,
So you
like,
actually do
buy a house, like pay off your mortgage. Because
Okay.
paying rent is just a waste of money, especially in this economy. Like you're gonna be spending so much money,
Oh, look at you.
and then like you're gonna be paying rent for a year. But with that money that you spent, you could have bought a house.
Wow. So, I need to ask you this because I'm going to jump into this. 만약에 두 분이 지금 당장 돈이 있어서
Yeah.
집을 살 수가 있어요.
네.
매매가 가능한 상태가 됐어요. 그러면 좀 이상적인 좀 내가 거주하고 싶은 좀 약간 꿈의 집 막 이런 게 꼭 있었으면 좋겠다. 예를 들자면 대중교통이 가까워야 된다든지 아니면 주차 공간이 넓다든지 아니면 뭐 병원이 근처여야 된다든지 좀 내 집에는 이건 무조건 이런 조건이 들어가야 된다 하는 게 있을까요? 성훈 씨?
저는 집이 좀 좁았으면 좋겠습니다.
Wow.
넓은 게 아니라 좁았으면 좋겠다?
네네네.
Yeah.
Really?
He wants like a one room flat.
Really?
약간 작업실처럼 작은 작업실처럼 침대 있고 바로 앞에 컴퓨터 있고.
좀 아기자기하게
네네.
그러니까 아직 느낌.
오.
그리고 약간 조명이 약간 어두운 조명. 약간
오케이
블루 라이트 같은.
인테리어에도 좀 신경 쓰고 그러면 주상복합처럼 이렇게 밑에는 뭐 식당이랑 뭐 이런 거 좀 같이 좀 편리 시설이 좀 있어야 되겠네요. 그러면
네네네.
오 그러면
Yeah.
오늘의 설문조사의 전형적인
He is.
he falls into the statistic for today. Okay, I'm gonna get into it. Yecha, what about you?
If I had money, I feel like I'd probably live pretty far away from the city.
Okay, so you want more of a suburban
Yeah.
lifestyle.
If like, cause my dream kind of like, okay, I have multiple dream houses, but like this is just like theoretical, right? I have like a dream house, maybe like in the hills,
Okay.
right? In like California and whatever. And then there's also France. There's a lot of castles out there
That are pretty cheap.
that are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And so maybe buy a castle, renovate it to be a house or like a home. 이게 앞마당, 뒷마당, like 그거 되게 중요하다고 생각하니까.
I think that definitely this is a difference for us who have lived in suburban houses. 근데 이거는 제가 예찬 씨를 보면 좀 느낀 게 저도 어찌됐든 미국에서 살 때 앞마당이랑 뒷마당이
중요해.
있어요. 그러니까 그냥 이게 한국처럼 대지를 구매를 해서 그런 게 아니라 일단은 캘리포니아 기준은 제가 몇 년 전에 미국 갔을 때 한번 슬쩍 물어보니까 우리 이모한테 물어봤어요. 이모 앞마당이랑 뒷마당을 돈 주고 산 거지? 그러니까 매매를 할 때 같이 포함이 된 거지? 아니래요. 미국 일단은 캘리포니아 같은 경우는 대지 안에는 이제 뭐 얼만큼을 뭐 무슨 뭐 농사를 짓거나 이렇게 해서 더 많은 대지를 사면 몰라도 기본적으로 주택을 이제 서버에 주택을 구매 시 보장이 되는 앞마당 뒷마당에 제곱이 있어요. 핏이.
Property lines.
Right. So you, unless you're buying acre upon acre of land to do stuff with it in California, apparently, I'm not going to be able to talk for every state, but I asked my aunt because she has a front yard and backyard. We live in the suburbs, and so I was like, Imo, this was like in your contract,
yeah.
right? When you bought the house, and she's like, no, in our city, you are granted a certain amount of square footage for your front yard and backyard by law. So when you build a house, they're supposed to give you a percentile of front and backyard. And so I was like, not in Korea. Because in Korea, you're buying however many pyeongs and then you're building a house on top of that. And so I was like, well, that's so
That's
interesting.
crazy, right?
But 근데 저도 주택에 살고 싶은 꿈이 있긴 해요. 왜냐면 앞마당 뒷마당을 경험을 해봤으니까 맞아요. 관리도 진짜 힘들고 뭐도 있지만 미국은 아무래도 제가 살았던 동네는 그게 신청하는 게 있어요. 매달 얼마 내면 와서 다 깎아주고 다 관리를 해줘요.
맞아.
물론 돈이에요. 다 돈인데 그러니까 이게 한국은 이제 주택을 살면 좀 외진 곳에 좀 약간 시골집이고 내가 혼자 다 해야 되지만 미국은 대부분 집들이 그렇다 보니까 그런 시스템들이 잘 돼 있어요. 그리고 어떤 단지들 안에는 관리비처럼 통해서 내는 것도 있고 그러니까 이제 집들이 다 주택이긴 하지만 그 뭐 어디부터 어디까지는 이제 공동으로 관리비를 내서 뭐 그 관리인이 따로 있고 뭐 이런 게 있어요. 그래서 I kind of follow with Yetan with that. Like I kind of want to have a house, like a suburban house
But
with
you
a
know,
front yard and a backyard.
lawn mowing services 생각보다 it's not that expensive.
Yeah, they weren't that expensive. And then my grandma liked to go into the backyard and be in the garden and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just like the front yard that they would come and do the grass and stuff like that because we wouldn't have it in the backyard. But yeah. Anyways, so 성모 fell into the statistic. What is the statistic? 자, 20, 30대 분들 600명을 토대로 어떤 집에서 살고 싶은지 구매를 하거나 렌트를 하거나 뭘 어떻게 할 때는 뭘 선호하는지에 대해서 소형주택 선호가 1등이었어요. So smaller housing was number 1. Number 2 was if you're going to be living in bigger houses, share housing or shared living. So having roommates. 2등은 이제 룸메이트나 쉐어하우스 같은
Hell
느낌.
no.
Number 3, the most important thing was home interior. So 내가 원하는 좀 아기자기하게 좀 내 취향에 맞게끔 인테리어를 하는 게 중요성이 3위였고요. Number 4 was digital. So like smart home systems, like buzzing people in, CCTV,
Security,
like
yeah.
security and all that other stuff.
nice.
The other one that came in was renting. So people don't want to buy these days. They would rather rent. That's an interesting. I think that's a part of American culture that's come to Korea. The next one is something that's a little bit more environmentally efficient. 좀 친환경 쪽인 거를 좀. Why are you laughing?
I said, what's so weird? he was like, he just looked at me and started laughing.
오케이. 그리고 성무 씨가 이제 비슷하게 이제 그런 주상복합 같이 이렇게
네.
좀 1, 2층에 좀 식당이나 좀 편리 시설들이 좀 있었으면 하는.
네.
와.
그리고 how do you want to purchase or get more information on real estate? Online.
Online?
부동산은 무조건 온라인 또는 어플을 통해서 선호를
Really?
하고요. Instead of like going foot to foot, which most adults do.
Yeah, I
They
would do
just
that.
go to the neighborhood. They actually just go online, get more information first, and then they go on foot.
Okay, well that makes sense.
And apparently, social media is a very big part in making decision. SNS가 어떤 트렌드이고 그리고 요즘 어떤 게 핫한지에 대한 것도 상당히 좀 중요하다고 밝혀졌어요. Okay, so another statistic. This was very interesting. So, what would be your ideal? So I asked you guys, what would be your ideal housing, right? So again, there was another survey that was done between 20, 30-year-olds, 600 of them, and they were asking, what kind of city would you like to live in? Number one, 41.2%, 41.2%는 수도권과 비슷하거나 더 나은 곳을 살고 싶대요. So like,
동의.
yeah, so if you're not going to live in the city, like, you know, in the capital, they want to be in somewhere similar but with better living.
Yeah.
Which
if you're
I
getting
think-
paid better to live in a
That came in at
smaller
number
city,
2.
Yeah.
Higher paychecks with similar necessities as the capital.
Yeah.
2등은요, 높은 연봉. 그리고 수도권과 비슷한. Number 3 was that the most important thing was that living had to be good and also a decent paycheck as well. Now, what I found really interesting was living outside of the city came out lower still than people who came into the city. 자, 수도권을 선호하는 연령대는요. 20대는 43.6%였어요.
Wow.
So more 20-year-olds want to live in bigger cities or in the capital.
Makes sense.
30-year-olds, 38.9% was a lot lower.
You know why?
30대 분들은 수도권을 그렇게 선호하지 않고요. 38.9% 그리고 between men and women, there was also percentage there. Women came out more with 43.8%, where men came back at 39.7%.
Wow.
여성분들이 수도권을 더 선호한대요.
But you
Which
know
is
why?
interesting.
I just feel like when you're 20, you like pull up to the big city. You're like, oh yeah, like let's have some fun. And then after 10 years, you're like, I hate this place.
Well, yeah, because you're not partying anymore.
Yeah, I hate this place.
No,
I don't want to
but
work
that's true.
anymore.
Honestly, because when I was in my 20s, I was going to Hongdae all the time to party and drink. So, I mean, I needed to be at least a cab ride away from that. So,
Yeah.
근데 그건 맞는 것 같아요. 20대 때는 좀 술도 먹고 좀 친구들이랑도 좀 자주 나가기도 하고 하니까 수도권이 편하죠. 30대 되면
Because we have no friends.
수도권 그냥 놀러 갈 때만.
아.
놀러 갈 때만 놀고 사는 거는 수도권에서 안 살고 싶어.
Oh, okay, 성모 doesn't want to live in a big city.
I mean, I agree. Like if I'm going to live in Korea like full time and I'm going to buy a house, I feel like I would buy a house in Incheon.
사랑이님 인프라가 편하죠. 맞아요. But like, yeah, having a lot of people there and like, you know, easy accessibility is way more convenient.
Yeah.
It is way more convenient. And especially in Korea.
But in Seoul, like you're going 10 kilometers and it's gonna take you 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I could walk and it'd be 30 minutes.
That's true. So another percentile that came in, which is really interesting, was out of the reason, one of the main reasons why people want to stay in the city is because 50.9% of them said subway or public transportation, 대중교통 때문에 수도권이 더 좋다고 하시는 분들이 많았어요. Number 2 was because of the conveniences of where they're staying. 주거 환경 때문에 2등을 했고요. Number 3 was one of the big ones. Infra and service, 의료, like, you know, so any type of medical things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me too, medical is actually a pretty big
It is though. If you're near a hospital, it's very, very good.
convenient.
Very convenient too. Could also be life-saving.
Yeah, oh yeah. But I always try to find a house that has at least 10 to 20 minutes by car with a major like
Hospital.
college
Yeah,
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 minutes away from one.
That's a little too close. All right, we have Yecheon Songbu in the studio for today for our Learn Korea. We're talking about housing today. And SJM was saying, like, I don't know where you guys are, but we're in Korea. So South Korea's public transportation is really comfortable. Not just in Seoul, but in any of our major cities, the public transportation is really good. Even our major train lines are really well connected as well. So are our buses too. So it seems to be a very big thing for 20, 30-year-olds, especially when they're looking into a house. All right, so we move on, and we have our part 2 where we have some more statistics that 성모's going to tell us. 성모 씨,
네.
다음에 설문조사 읽어주세요. 영어까지 할래요? 아니면 내가 할까요? It's up to you.
이것만 해보겠습니다.
Okay?
Okay.
제가 꿈꾸는 집의 모습.
Okay.
8위는요.
Okay.
조용한 주택가에 위치한 빌라라고 합니다.
Okay, so number 8, a villa in the
네.
suburbs.
7위는 보안이 좋고 살기 편한 오피스텔.
이거는 성모 씨 거.
네네.
An office still with good security.
네,
Okay. 자, 다음.
6위는 드라마에 나올 법한 아기자기하게 꾸며진 집이라고.
A drama-worthy decorated house. 이것도 약간 성모 씨.
네네네. 아기자기하죠.
Okay.
5위도 저랑 비슷한데요. 내 취향껏 직접 설계한 집.
A house built with my ideas.
네. 4위는 고층 아파트의 꼭대기.
High floor of a high apartment. I don't think so.
와우, 저도 좀 이건.
Really?
엘리베이터 너무 오래 올라가요.
Yeah.
그죠?
맞아. It's not about the view. Like the view, great, fine. The elevator ride is ridiculous, and if they ever have to fix the elevator, I won't have to walk down or up those stairs.
That is
no.
true.
만약에 고장 나봐.
그러니까요.
큰일 나는
그러니까
거예요.
엘리베이터가 안 되면 I ain't walking down or up those stairs. No.
근데 이렇게 if it's like a newer building, 그럼 엘리베이터 빨리 이동하죠.
No, it doesn't. It's still like if you're going like 20, 30 like stories up, it still takes a long time.
1층에서 한 5명이 타면 넌 맨 마지막에
Yeah, it takes forever. And then what happens if they like it? 전 이게 제일 싫어요. 꼭대기층에서 저는 제가 내리고 나면 저 1층 누르거든요.
네.
다시 내려가라고?
Nobody does that though. I do that.
I do that. 왜냐면 저 간혹 집에 올 때 막 그럴 때 있잖아요. 너무 덥거나 약간 화장실이 급한데 꼭대기층에 있어. 근데 나는 눌렀는데 한참도 기다려야 돼 내려올 때까지. That elevator is so annoying when it's stuck at the top
그쵸,
floor.
그쵸.
Yeah.
Because you have to wait that like 10, 20 seconds because it has to come back down. That's the worst thing
That
ever.
is true though.
Okay, next.
3위는 뛰어다녀도 충분한 대저택.
A big house.
네.
I don't know. 청소하기
Big
힘들어.
house.
맞아요. 2위는 웅장함이 느껴지는 전통 가옥이요.
Okay, traditional houses.
Oh, I like that though.
1위는 예찬이가 좋아하는 넓은 마당이 있는
Yes,
단독주택.
a house with a big yard. Yes.
Is 필수 여러분.
마당이
Yes.
필수.
Okay,
마당이
예찬.
필수.
What is your
네.
survey?
내 집 주변에 반드시 있어야 되는 편의 시설은
Okay.
must have conveniences.
Okay, number 8.
And number 8, we have 비상약 구매를 위한 약국 at 2.1% pharmacy. And at 7, we got 맛있는 음료를 마실 수 있는 카페 at 2.5% a cafe. And then at number 6, we have 아플 때 유용한 병원 at 6.8% hospital. And at number 5, we got 입소문 난 줄 서서 먹는 유명 맛집 at 11.2% popular restaurant. And number 4, we have 다양한 간식 거리를 언제든 살 수 있는 편의점 at 13.8% convenience store, obviously. And then number 3, we have 바람 쐬면 산책할 수 있는 공원 at 16.9% park. And then number 2, we have 이동할 때 편리한 지하철역 at 18.7% subway station. And then number 1, we have. What do you guys think we're gonna have? Because obviously I know. 'Cause I have the statistics. 네. And number 1, we have 오감 만족 가며 쇼핑하는 대형형 마트 at 25.9%, a supermarket, which I really don't agree with. I'm gonna be for real. Coupon. You can order everything online. Like you don't need a supermarket right next to you.
I mean, it depends.
Because okay,
But it says 오감 만족. It means to you know to fulfill your five senses is what that stands for. So it's not just physically shopping is still something that people like.
oh that is true.
Yeah, to kind of get out of the house. 이거 중에는 두 분은 뭐가 좀 필요하세요? Like this needs to be close to me.
Okay, 일단 약국
아,
저도 약국.
100% 약국.
저도 병원이랑 약국이랑 지금 제가 차로 5분 한 역 정거장
No.
정도로 이비인후과 하나를
Oh,
다니는데
Oh yeah.
저는 집 앞에 있었거든요. 근데 그 의사 선생님이 퇴직하셨어요. 너무 잘하셨는데 퇴직하시는 바람에 집 앞에 걸어갈 수 있는 병원에서 좀 더 멀리 가게 됐는데 거기는 일단은 주차돼서 그냥 괜찮고.
Oh, okay.
그래서 yeah, I go that far because I can park. But yeah, it's one subway station away, but I can go by car or bus if I want to. I normally go by car because I can take my car. But yeah, I have an ENT that I have, and I need some type of a pharmacy. And I also need a convenience store.
Yeah.
생각보다 편의점이 집 앞에 없으면 너무 불편해요.
그쵸.
You know, I've
요즘 배달 되긴 하지만 편의점 배달이
Oh
되긴
yeah, that is
하지만
true.
그래도 좀 불편해요.
I have 5 편의점's near my place.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, like
Yeah.
for me, a hospital, not like a big one, but like a smaller, like private practice for a specific need, and a pharmacy. I don't care about cafes.
Yeah, cafe no.
Popular restaurants are annoying because they're just
Yeah.
magnet people. Convenience stores, I need. Park, I don't need. Subway station, yes, but I don't really use mine. And supermarket, it's whatever.
전 근데 그게 있어요.
뭐?
제가 즐겨 먹던 배달 집이 근처에 없으면 못 시키잖아요. 그게 저는 좀 그렇더라고요.
저 그래서 요즘 그 재미로 가끔 이 동네 가서 살까? 그러면 그 아파트를 한번 입력을 하고
그쵸.
배달 앱을 찍어봐요.
네.
그러면 주변 검색이 나오잖아요.
네.
뭐가 배달이 되는지. 그러니까 굳이 몇 동 몇 호 하지 않아도 그냥 어떤 아파트 정도만 정보를 넣어도 그게 뜨거든요. 한번 봐요.
그죠.
뭐뭐 있는지.
네.
본
그게
적
중요해요.
있어요.
저는 생각보다.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So I get with the delivery. So he was saying that he needs, if he has a few restaurants that he really wants to have for delivery, if it's not in that area, it will be really uncomfortable for him. I've actually done that before. I was interested in looking at like a few houses in the neighborhood, and I didn't put the exact address. I just put like the apartment complex name in there, and then I would see in the delivery service app like what restaurants popped up that would be willing to deliver to that address. And I was like, oh, that's like how I choose how to, like, if I want to move or like
That's
if
crazy.
yeah.
I've never done that actually.
Well, the place that I currently live does not have a lot of delivery options, and I've kind of learned my lesson. 지금 제가 살고 있는 곳이 제가 생각지도 못해서 이사를 했는데 생각보다 그리운 배달
그쵸.
곳들이 좀 있어요. So like they have similar food, but it's not that specific restaurant or like franchise, and it's killing me in certain aspects because like
Yeah.
in the app they're constantly giving like coupons for those restaurants,
But you
I
can't-
can't order
yeah.
because they're not in my hood. And like they're some of my favorite foods, and it's just like, well, thanks. I would like that $5 discount, but I can't use it. But yeah.
Well, thanks. No, but okay. Now you explain it kind of like that. I kind of understand.
I mean, if you want to cook more at home, it's fine. But like, if you like enjoying
Yeah.
certain restaurants, it comes in handy. So we have some more situations coming up. For those of you who tuned in last week, don't have the quiz anymore. So we're going to have some situations we're going to be looking at after this. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we've got some Iwajin for you with Sweet Hey Sweet. And we'll see you guys back after this and more of the show. With our Learn Korea for today, we move on to some situations about living, and it seems that like share houses and roommates have been a rising thing in Korea as of late due to high rent and whatnot. So we're going to be seeing some situations and how you guys would act and how the members would act as well. 자, 성모 씨 첫 번째 상황을 얘기 한번 좀 해주세요.
네. 자취 생활을 오래 하다 보니 외롭기도 하고 방도 하나 남아서 돈도 아낄 겸 친구와 같이 살게 됐다. 물론 친구에게는 최소한의 월세만 받기로 했다. 대신 관리비는 반반으로. 처음 몇 달은 제 날짜에 꼬박꼬박 잘 내더니 갈수록 여러 가지 핑계로 월세와 관리비를 안 내고 있다. 근데 다른 친구들과 맛집이나 여행은 잘 다닌다. 이런 친구를 볼 때마다 화가 난다. 돈도 돈이지만 이러다 우리의 우정에도 금이 갈 것만 같다.
All right, so the message says, "Help! My friend isn't paying rent. I live the place I currently rent had a empty room, and with being lonely living by myself, I asked one of my friends if they wanted to move in. The ground rules were low rent but paying half of the bills. At first, they paid on time, but as months went on, they continued to miss dates and not pay at all, while going out constantly and boasting about all the places they were going to. I don't know how to move forward. Do I ask them for money or just do I kick them out? I would say kick them out.
Yeah. Sorry.
근데 돈이 엮이면 그냥 일단은 내거나 나가거나 둘 중에 하나를 그냥 선을 그어야 돼요.
Yeah,
제 생각은.
Yeah, because the problem is that as soon as he moved in, the utilities become much more, you know?
Right.
Because you're using more electricity,
Right.
like obviously water. And so if he isn't paying or she isn't paying rent, first of all, and second of all, the bills, like, okay, like I just feel like there's no respect going on in this situation. You know what I mean? And if you're going out and you're not going out with me, first of all, then we have a problem. You're going out with other friends and you're not inviting me.
Even if you're going out with them, like you're spending money outside and you're not paying utilities rent, then that's a problem. 성무 씨는 이 상황에서 어떻게 하실래요?
저는 일단 너무 화가 나는 게 제가 외로워서 친구를 부른 건데 이렇게 더 외롭게 만들고 더 짜증나게 만드는 거잖아요.
맞아요.
다른 친구들과 맛집이나 여행을 잘 다닌다는데
근데
저를 데리고 다니는 것도 아니고.
와, 이제 두 분은 지금 똑같은 얘기가 너무 신기하다. 저는 그게 핵심 포인트 아닌데 두 분은 그게 되게 핵심 포인트가 봐요.
그래? 근데 저는 이게 되게 핵심 포인트예요.
다른 친구들이랑 놀 때 삐진 거군요 지금.
네, 아니.
It's just like, it's not 질투, but it's like, but if you're not gonna pay rent, you're not gonna pay the bills, at least hang out with me. I invited you
Yeah,
here.
because I'm lonely.
Yeah.
I wanted to live with you because I was lonely.
No. Like, what do you mean you're going on vacation without
마치
me?
제 집이 휴게소인 것 마냥 저희 집에 있다가 이제 친구들 놀러 갈 때 나가버리고 그럼 돈도 안 내고
그럼 나가야지 그럼.
네, 그러면 일단 저는 솔직하게 너 돈 왜 안 내냐 나 돈 없는데 라고 얘기를 하고 근데도 안 낸다? 그러면은 내쫓아야죠. 내쫓고
돈 안 낼
그
거면
친구 안 볼 것 같아요.
나가라.
네, 우정까지. 근데
네.
지금 보낸 이 사연은 어찌됐든 우정이 금이 갈 것 같은데 내가 봤을 때 이미 금 갔어요.
네.
Yeah, that's
네, 이미
crazy.
금 갔어요.
If you're not like, why? Like, why would you agree to come and pay rent and not pay rent? Like you could like if you're going through a hard time, you're like, I don't have money and whatever. Why are you going on vacations?
Right.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Yeah, Tanner, what is your story?
Oh, my story is.
I think we came to a really swifty conclusion for that.
Yes.
생각보다 처음으로 우리가 좀 빨리 결정을 내린 것 같아요.
Yes.
Okay, next question. All right, next one.
네. Okay. I'm gonna try reading the Korean because I'm bald like that.
Okay.
Okay. 부모님 집을 떠나 드디어 이루게 된 독립 생활.
독립 생활.
네. 내 스타일대로 집을 꾸민 후 친구들은 초대했다. 다들 축하해 주면서 즐겁게 놀다 갔는데 그날 이후 한 친구가 툭 하면 집에 온다. 심지어 한 번 올 때마다 3박 4일을 머물다 간다. 오 마이 갓. 어쩌다 한 번은 몰라도 이건 좀 너무하지 않아?
Okay.
내 성격상 뭐라고 말도 못 하겠고 이럴 때 어쩌면 좋을까?
All right.
네, okay. I recently moved out of my parents' house and finally got a place of my own. I had a housewarming party and everything was great. But since the party,
Every once in a while.
every once in a while, one of my friends will come over unannounced and stay up to 4 days at a time. Oh my goodness. And I'm not really good at confronting people in general. So I have no clue what to do. First of all, what you gotta do is kick that person out of your house. What do you mean they're coming unannounced?
근데 저는 이런 친구들이 꼭 있잖아요. 그냥 한 번 초대 받았다고 그냥 아무렇지 않게 불쑥 오는 친구들이 있는데 저는 이 친구들의 심리가 뭔지 좀 궁금해요.
네, 근데
제가 그런 친구인데요.
이게
아니 지금 말하면서 성부 씨 눈빛이 갑자기 흔들리기 시작했는데
네.
뭔가 했더니 성부 씨 설명 좀 해봐요. 그러니까 심리가 왜
Go
그런
ahead.
거예요?
아,
그러니까 초대를 안 했는데 그냥 오는 거잖아요.
네. 아, 그냥 부모님이 집에 안 계시니까 이게 친하다고 생각을 하면 그냥 불쑥불쑥 가려고 하는 것 같아요. 약간 여름이면
Really?
밖에가 너무 더우면 그냥 너희 집 좀 가면 안 되냐? 하면서 이제 근처에 있으면 가는데 저는 3박 4일 정도는 머물지 않고.
근데 I like
근데-
인정.
근데 그러면 그 친구도 성부 씨 집에 와도 돼요?
그죠?
Why
근데
do you
이제-
hesitate?
얘가
Hesitate.
드디어 이루게 된 독립 생활이잖아요. 그러면 제가 생각했을 때 이 독립 생활이라는 거는 이제 친구들을 집에 좀 많이 초대를 하려고 하는 게 아닌가라는 생각을 하는 거죠, 저는.
Wow.
그럴 수 있구나. Okay, so
Okay.
Sungwon's take on this is he's actually that friend. And he says that he has a few friends, like if their parents are not home or whatever, like he would kind of hang out at their place. And I was like, okay, so then can they do that to your house too? And he was like, yeah, but he hesitated for like 3
he hesitated
seconds.
a little bit. You're
He
like,
hesitated for like 3 seconds, but he was saying that the point for it was that his friend is now on their own, right? And so he's kind of thinking that it's kind of free range for everybody to kind of come and hang out. It's like the new bachelor pad for everybody to kind of go and hang out and whatnot. So
I don't know. But like, okay, I kind of understand because 그 동네에 있으면, right? I feel like, 오는 김에 한번 약간 가볼까? 약간 like you can have like that thought, but for me, like even if I do have that thought, I always send a text beforehand. I'm like, I'm in the area, like do you want to come out or like can I come in? Like can we hang? Right? And so I don't just like go up to the front door and be like, are you home?
okay, PD님 just sent a roommate balance game.
Oh.
Choose between a roommate who always nags and cleans daily versus you match completely with personality, but they don't pick up after themselves.
그 잔소리하는.
전 잔소리 안 하는.
I'm gonna be for real though, cause like I'm
너무 잘 맞잖아? 그러면 나는
에이 진짜?
너무 잘 맞으면 이제 우리도 눈치껏 와 이거 너무 심하다 하면 같이 치울 것 같아요. 근데 그 전에 계속 잔소리를 하면
아니 근데 이게 성격은 맞는데
브라이언 주 같은 사람이랑 사는 거죠.
아 그쵸.
청소하는데 잔소리. 청소 엄청 하고 매일 청소하고.
난 좋을 것 같아요.
나
Because like
저는
난 귀에 한 귀에 들어가 한 귀에 빠지는 것 같아요.
No.
너무
I
깔끔 떠는 거
I would
아니야라고
rather live with somebody who would match my personality. Because 저 성무 씨랑 똑같아요. 저는 성격이 잘 맞는 사람이랑 살아야 돼요.
네, 저도요.
청소는 우리가 알아서 할 일이고 I could never live with somebody like Brian 주 오빠.
But like the thing is that like 성격 맞아도 right 그 사람은 그냥 개인 청소는 안 하잖아.
근데
Right?
성격이 맞을지도 모르는 사람이랑 사는 게 더.
Maybe next time we should do a balance game question because they seem to be way more in conversation than before. What we're going to do is say goodbye because we're way over time. So thank you everybody who participated with our topic for today. Owen's on the track with Dream and we will see you guys next week. Bye!
Bye.